Coach Bud's three-point philosophies, I think it's actually had an effect on Devin Booker. Devin Booker is shooting 45% from the field this year. That is his lowest since 2017-18 season. That's alarming. This is a guy that for the past 2-3 years, he's shooting near 50% from the field. I actually think Coach Bud has affected his shot diet. And to double down on that, the whole no point guard thing that everyone was basically preaching about last year, I actually think that might end up being some cap. This was a top 10 offensive rated team last year. Maybe the Wolves was just a bad matchup. Maybe they did need a point guard. They actually did, but I don't know if they needed a point guard to start. I think the Booker, Durant lineup was productive. Those lineups were productive. Like I said, top 10 offensive rated team. They shouldn't have trouble scoring the ball. There's no reason why that team, they're 11th in offensive rating, basically in a year from hell. But that team never had issues scoring the ball. Obviously, they ran into the best defense in the league last year. There's going to be some limitations. But I don't think it was that glaring of an issue that they needed to insert Tyus Jones into the starting lineup. Now, I'll go on record saying I was wrong about Tyus Jones seamlessly going in there, running this well-oiled machine, because all in all, yes, he does take care of the basketball, but I do think teams go into matchups versus the Suns saying, listen, we're going to let Tyus Jones shoot, because that takes away from his biggest strength, which is working the ball around, getting guys easier looks. Durant and Booker, they should be having one of their most efficient shooting seasons right now. That just should be the case. But they're not. They're not. I mean, Durant's still shooting 53% from the field. I mean, it's KD. He's an anomaly. But Booker, 45%, that's just unlike Devin Booker. The guy who had an amazing Olympics, who outside of KD, LeBron, and Steph, everyone was talking about Devin Booker. Devin Booker, how he just lit it up as he was basically Team USA's Derek White. If you need him, connective passing, additional ball handler, shooter, his defense was on point in the Olympics. Coming into the season, the guy is 26, 4, and 7. He's like one of the only guys that's top 15 in both points and assists, along with Jokic. And he can't crack in, a Western Conference team. Now, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I do think Coach Bud's philosophies, I think it's actually impacted his shot diet. Now he's going into games thinking he needs to shoot threes, whatnot. I think last night he took 7 threes. I think he only hit 1 or 2. So all in all, there's that. Ryan Dunn not playing last night, that's a huge red flag. I don't really understand what's behind that. Monte Morris, who is one of the most responsible point guards in the past 4 or 5 years alongside Tyus Jones, he hasn't played in a couple weeks. He's basically reserved right now. So